Welcome to my cooking channel Japanese Food at Home. I'm Chef Reina from Japan. This time, I'm gonna show you how to make Japanese fried chicken karaage. While there are various fried chicken recipes from various cuisines, there seem to be many fans of karaage around the world. In this video, I will share with you some tips and tricks on how to prepare chicken properly, how to build Japanese flavors, and how to create a crunchy texture so you can enjoy karaage wherever you are. Alright then, let's check the ingredient list. We're gonna use a large boneless chicken thigh that weighs about 350 to 400 grams. The potato starch is to dust the chicken surface, and cornstarch can be a substitute. To marinate the chicken, we're gonna use shirodashi, soy sauce, mirin, ginger, and garlic. Most recipes only call for soy sauce as a salty ingredient, but if you use shirodashi alongside the soy sauce, you can add dashi flavor and umami. If you want to know more about shirodashi, please refer to my earlier video on Japanese rolled omelette. Mirin adds some sweetness to balance the flavor, and ginger and garlic make your karaage more appetizing. And you can garnish the karaage with leafy greens served with dressing and lemon wedges. So now let's start by preparing the chicken thigh. Lay the chicken on the cutting board. If the skin is wrinkled, stretch it with your hands. Next, turn it over and remove excess fat as necessary. Then cut off excessive parts of the skin. The skin will shrink as it cooks, so cut it a little larger than the lean meat to allow for shrinkage. You can also remove the skin entirely if you want to. After that, touch the surface of the flesh all over with fingertips to check for any firm texture. You know, the flesh used to cover leg joints, and the cartilages of the joints are soft and easily cut, so some fragments can be left on the flesh. They are uncomfortable if you find them in your mouth while eating, so it's best to go through this process whenever you use boneless chicken thighs. The cartilage fragments are hard to find visibly, but you can easily feel them as the texture is like a scrap of plastic. Also, if there are blood veins, remove them if you want to. They are not dangerous, but some people may be uncomfortable to see them in food, so whether to discard them or not is up to you. Next, look around the narrower, skinnier end. The white strings or tendons run through this area, and they're gonna be tough when cooked, so using the heel of the knife, make small cuts all over this section to shorten the strings, so you'll be able to eat the chicken easily without having tough and stringy tendons to chew through. This is all the preparation that is usually done before cutting the chicken thigh into bite-sized pieces or when you use it whole. However, since this time you are preparing it for karaage, you should make small cuts not only around the narrower end, but all around the chicken thigh, so that the flavor of the marinade will soak in easily, and the flesh will cook through in a shorter time. Lastly, cut the chicken into 4 cm pieces, that is about 1.5 inches. Once the chicken is ready, let's prepare the marinade. In a mixing bowl, combine the shirodashi, soy sauce, and mirin. As for the garlic and ginger, you can use paste products if you wish, but freshly grated ones are so much better from the perspective of the spiciness and the flavor. Like I always suggest, when you grate ginger, you don't necessarily have to peel it as long as it's washed and clean, because the texture won't bother you if you grate it. And above all, most of the spicy and aromatic components are concentrated just below the peel. Grating the ginger without peeling is the best for the overall flavor impact. After grating the ginger and garlic, mix the marinade ingredients well, then add in the chicken. Toast to coat well. Cover with a cling film. Then stick in the fridge for at least an hour. When the chicken is marinated well, start heating the oil over medium heat. The appropriate amount of oil should be about 4 centimeters deep. We'd like to fry the chicken at 170 degrees Celsius, that is about 340 degrees Fahrenheit. But the temperature of the oil will drop down when you add the chicken, so you may want to preheat the oil to a bit higher temperature at this point. In the meantime, dust the chicken with the potato starch. First, add half of the starch to the bowl and toast to coat well. As you can see, the starch has absorbed the liquid seasonings and has become pasty. Next, add the rest of the starch while saving a little for adjustments. Toast to coat well again. And now, the entire chicken surface has become powdery, right? Also, can you see just a small amount of starch left at the bottom? This indicates your chicken is dusted enough. So now, it's time to fry. Stir the oil with chopsticks so the oil is heated evenly. And check the temperature. When it reaches around 180 degrees Celsius, this is the best time to add in the chicken. Hold up a piece of the chicken with chopsticks and dust it again with the residual starch at the bottom. It is partially lumpy, and it'll actually create a crunchy texture when fried. Put the chicken into the oil and do the same for the rest. The oil temperature will drop sharply if you put in too many pieces at one time, so stop adding them when they cover half the surface of the oil, and keep the temperature at 170 degrees Celsius. Using another pair of chopsticks, the tips of which are not dusted but clean, stir the chicken pieces quickly to make sure they are not stuck together. Skim off the floating batter bits if there are any to keep the oil as clean as possible. When the chicken floats up to the surface and becomes golden brown, try pinching a piece with the chopsticks. If you feel a slight vibration from the chicken through the chopsticks, it's cooked through. Take it out of the oil while draining it well. After all the pieces are removed, skim off leftover scraps, then repeat the process until the chicken runs out. If there is no longer potato starch at the bottom of the bowl, add the remaining potato starch that is saved for adjustments, then do the same as before. The chicken looks crispy and so appetizing, right? The cooked chicken should be arranged on a set of rack and tray to drain the excess oil. Karaage tastes best fresh, and this is the chef's privilege, so enjoy a bite of it right away. Can you hear the lovely crunch it makes? Next to the flavor, this is my favorite part of karaage. This is so good! Alright, this is how to make karaage. Serve in a dish with some leafy greens and lemon wedge. Drizzle your favorite dressing over the greens and squeeze the lemon juice over the karaage. When you eat leftovers, I recommend you reheat them in a toaster oven rather than a microwave to revive the crunchy texture. I hope you will enjoy perfect karaage whenever you crave a tasty snack. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Have a great day with delicious food. See you next time.